Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to another buzzing chat show here on Buzzing Pattaya. And today's chat, I think is going to be really good, not because of what I'm going to share with you, but I want you guys, particularly guys that have been here many times and know the score, and no doubt will have seen or experienced or know somebody who has experienced what I'm going to call 7 situations here in Pattaya you guys need to be aware of. I'm not going to call them scams. I think that's just quite a deliberate act. It's a derogatory term. I'm just going to say here are 7 situations that you guys need to be aware of, particularly if you've never been here before. You've got to come out here and be a bit street savvy, a bit of street wise inside, and just get yourself up to the game level where you're going to be coming out here thinking, right, I know what to expect, I know how it's going to work, and just protect yourself from these situations. Now, in case you're wondering, yes, we are in my kitchen, in my condo. Those of you that watch my live streams will be very familiar with the surroundings. I mean, I can't go out on the balcony because I'm up quite high in my condo, and I don't have any neighbouring buildings or anything. I can see for miles and miles. It's very lucky. I've got a corner unit. So the wind just really is quite strong today. So I think if I was to put the camera outside, chances are either myself or the camera won't be there at the end. So I thought, well, let's come inside. All right, let's get into it. These are in no particular order, but I just want to bring these to your attention. And like I said earlier, guys, please, if you've been here a long time, you know the score, drop your experiences below and how you handled the experience. You know, that's another really important issue. It's all well and good falling into these traps, but it's how you deal with it and how you get away from that situation. All right, first one, bill padding. Now, you might not be sure what I'm referring to. Basically, you'll go into an a-go-go bar or a bar, and if you're going to rack up a long list of drinks on your bin, there is an opportunity for that service staff, that particular location, to perhaps maybe add incorrectly or deliberately, but add additional drinks onto your bill. It happens. It's not nice. It's not something that we really want to encourage, but it is what it is, and it does happen. So if you're going to go out and you're going to go on a session and you think to yourself, do you know what, I'm really looking forward to tonight, I'm going to have a really good night out, please guys, just check your bin. You know, it doesn't make you look bad. It doesn't make you look like, oh, look at, he's a cheap Charlie, he's watching what he's spending. It just avoids unnecessary confrontation that you may face if you get to a situation where you're looking at your bill and you're thinking, hang on, you know, I've had a few, but I haven't had that many. So, you know, please just have a look. Yep, okay. And what that also does is it sends a very clear message to the service staff that you're going to watch what you're spending and that there's no additional drinks going to be accidentally, if we want to put it that way, added to your bin. Some people like to pay as they go, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, each time you get a beer coming down or you drink, then you just pay for it there and then, job done, happy days, no one's going to get in any situations. So let's imagine now that situation has happened. What I suggest you don't do is start kicking off and creating merry hell, because the security will come down and they will encourage you to calm down. And at the end of the day, even with that altercation, you're still going to be expected to pay that bill. So the best thing to do is just remain calm and just say to yourself, okay, I know I'm not drinking that many drinks, but it is what it is. You might want to have a quiet word with the mamasan. You might want to ask the manager, if the manager's there, or the owner, and just say, look, I'm not being funny, mate, but I haven't really had that many, and you know, I'm a bit disappointed that my bin's showing different. Some will adjust it, and some will say, look, no worries, mate, let me deal with that, and they'll take it off your bin for you. But if you start getting animated and heated and start, you know, shouting and screaming, etc., it's only going to end up in a bad way. So guys, you know, a quiet word is always the best action, and just pay the bill. If it's not going to be resolved, pay it, smile, thank them, okay, thank you very much, and just never go back. You know, don't put yourself in any harmful danger areas just because of a few hundred baht or a few thousand baht. It's just not worth it. So just check your bins, make sure that you're happy what you're spending. Lady drinks. Now this can be quite a difficult one to manage, and you've got to be on top of your game here. So you're in the go-go bar, you've seen a girl, she's caught your eye, you've invited her to come down and join you, and she wants to have a drink in order for you to spend some time with her. Well, that's how it works. If you're not quite sure, that's how it works. Basically, the lady drink is her payment for you and her to sit together for a period of time while you get to know each other. Now, Certainly a lot of girls are very straight down the line, and they'll just accept the drink and say, yeah, thank you very much, and they'll order a drink. Some of the more experienced girls may start to play on your heartstrings if they consider you to be a bit of a kind-hearted guy, and they call that in Thai JD, you have a good heart, and you know, you might come across as, oh, you know, how's it been, you okay? And what they might say is, oh, my friend over there, she hasn't had a customer now for like a week, and she's not got any money, can I ask her to come over, can I buy her a drink? They will play on your heartstrings, and it's up to you how you deal with it. I'm not saying what's right or what's wrong. I'm just simply saying to you that they may start to try and invite their friends over. Also, as well, be very careful. If you're starting to buy drinks, maybe you've got a group of girls. Next thing, the service staff are included in that drinks round. You know, they will just blatantly say to you, oh, yeah, you buy drinks? Yeah, get your friends a drink. Oh, okay, get your friends a drink. Could be 10 girls, you know. So be very, very aware that the more experienced girls may well play this game a little bit sharper than what you realise. Regarding the drinks, one of the things I don't like is if you buy a girl a drink, you are paying for her time. You are paying her a drink in order for her to sit with you. One thing I don't like, and I really don't dislike this, is when you buy a girl a drink and she'll sit down and say, thank you, chop, chop, and I go dance now. And they go on the stage for 20 minutes. If that happens, speak to the mama-san and say, look, I've bought her a drink. I want her to sit with me. And the mama-san will deal with that situation. If they can't deal with the situation, you're more than within your rights to say, do you know what, then take that drink off my bin. I'm not paying for it, because my purpose of paying for that drink is for that girl to come and sit with me. So if that doesn't happen, again, remain calm. But just say, you know, look, that's not what's going to happen. What I would say to avoid that situation is when the girl sits down, if you look around, particularly where the mama-san sits, they will have an illuminated board, generally speaking, and there'll be numbers on there. And they'll be in like 2 rows or 3 rows or 4 rows. That's the rotation that the girls use in order to go up and dance on the stage. So check her number whatever, 51. Let's say number 51, and look at the girls that are on the stage. Okay, it's very easy. Look at the girl's number. What's your number? Can I see your number? And she'll show you, because she thinks you're going to buy her a drink. So let's say her number's 74. Look on the board. Ah, there's 74. Now look for her number. Oh, she's up next. So if she's behind the girl's number that's dancing, you know you've got a fairly good chance that she's going to be sat with you a while whilst the girls dance in the order that they dance in. And that's what that board is for. So there you may have learned something new today. That's the order. So check the girl on the stage, check her number, check the girl sat with you, check her number, and you can see roughly when she will be expected to go back up on that stage. Bell ringing. If that's your thing, and each to their own. Listen, guys, you come out here, you're coming out to have a good time, and fair play to you, and why not? Just be very, very careful. If you ring that bell, understand before you give it that ding, 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 understand who you're buying drinks for. Some places it's for everybody. Yes, everybody, customers included, that are within the bar. In a go-go bars, generally speaking, it could be girls on the stage. Some places have a maximum limit. They might say, ring the bell, it's 1,000 baht. There will be lots of alternative options. Some have got buzzers they press. Some include the service staff, you know. So just be, sorry, Bo's dinging me now. See, look, I'm in the middle of doing my video and Bo's dinging me to tell me she's done her stuff, bless her. I mean, she's good. Let me just mute that. There we go. So yeah, so be very aware if you do get into that kind of frame of mind, you think, oh, let's ring the bell, it'll be a bit of fun. Just understand who you're buying drinks for, because if it's for the whole bar, you could be caught with a bit of a hefty bill coming your way. So, you know, just bear that in mind. Jet skis. Now, I know jet ski scams have been flogged to death, etc., etc. I'm not really going to go over it, but what I will do is I'm going to share you what I think you should do in order to make sure, if this is your thing, if you want to go on a jet ski, then make sure you follow these steps, because you could end up in a seriously bad situation. And trust me, over the years, I've known of some very, very serious situations that have ended very badly for the particular person involved. If I'm being truthful, if I'm being really, really honest, I would say try not to include that as part of your holiday. You know, if you really do want to do it, go to other areas where it's less likely to happen. But unfortunately, on the beach area here in Pattaya, it's not unknown. Let's just leave it at that. So the first thing you want to do is certainly have a friend with you and video the condition of the jet ski before you get on it. Also, have a look around the seal, lift it, move it out of the water, rub the side to make sure that there's no water paint, that's going to wash off when you suddenly speed off. Trust me, guys, you'll be amazed what they pull. The stunts they pull is incredible. And the problem that you've got here is when you return and the said damage has been caused, well, you've got two options. Option number one is to pay it. Option number two is to dispute it. And what they're very, very good at is suddenly, out the blue, will come Mr. PC Plod, who happens to be his brother, and says, oh, yeah, that's the deal. You've got to pay X, Y, and Z. And now you're going to pay for the policeman's involvement. So, generally speaking, just check the boat thoroughly. Check for any damages, check for any marks, take video of it, take a photo of it. Make sure you've covered your back if you really, really do want to go on a jet ski here and go off and have your fun and speed around the bay. Remember though, guys, if you have a collision, if you have any kind of damage or you fall off or whatever you do, it is not going to be cheap. It really isn't. So, in all honesty, I would say don't spoil your holiday for the sake of 20 minutes of fun just whizzing around on the jet ski. Yeah, it's good fun, of course it is. What I would suggest you do is go to certain areas, better known beaches, less touristy attractions, and the train's going to come past. Now you watch, I bet he's going to sound his horn just at the right time. But yeah, just go to quieter areas where you've got a more chance of dealing with a more reputable jet ski operator. Let's see, is he going to bib his horn? No, yes. Okay. I'm changing the subject quickly. I'm going to go on the train to Bangkok. It's a fantastic ride. I'll do that soon. Anyway, so jet skis, be very, very careful. All right, number 4, BAHT bus. Okay, the BAHT bus system is so simple. It's just so simple. You put your hand out, the bus will come up to you. Don't ask the driver how much. Just get on the BAHT bus. It's generally speaking 10 baht. So don't ask him, because what will happen then, you see, is if you stop the bus and you say, oh, where are you going? Oh, I'm going to go up to Beach Road or Second Road. Okay, and how much is it? You've now created what's called a private transaction. You are asking a driver to give you a particular charge for using his BAHT bus. So now you're not going to pay 10 baht. He'll charge you 50 baht, 100 baht, 200 baht, whatever he wants to charge you, and that is what you will pay. So don't ask the driver. Get on. Let's be honest, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is you end up in a random location that's not a location you actually wanted to be in. Well, hey ho, that's not the end of the world, is it? Just, you're on holiday. It's part of the fun, exploring, finding out stuff. But on the subject of having fun, I do want to cover this with you because this is a real problem. You've been out, you've had a fair few, you've had a great night, and now it's time to go home. Now, you may or may not go home with accompaniment or whatever, but here's the problem you're going to have. If you've had a few sherbets and you're a bit half cut and you get on a motorbike taxi, I tell you now, you are putting yourself in a world of potential problems, because if you fall off or you cause him to swerve or what, because you're wobbling about a little bit, and he falls off his motorbike, you are going to get rinsed. Okay, there's no ifs or buts about it. If you've got company with you, and yes, it's very, very common to see 3 people on a motorcycle, or a girl and a guy, and plus the motorcycle rider. If you fall off, you're going to get hospital bills, you're going to get damage to the motorcycle, you're going to get the fact that the driver's now going to say, the motorcycle say, I cannot work now, you have to pay me. The police will get involved. It really is a minefield of problems. If you're going to get a few too many, just get in a cab, get a BAHT taxi. We've got a system here called BAHT. Go onto Google Play Store, download it. It's cheap as chips and it's safe as you like. And it really, it's cheaper than a motorbike taxi. So there's absolutely no excuse for having a few too many, getting on a motorbike when you've leathered and then falling off, or the problems that just don't bear thinking about. So guys, please, if you're having a few beers, fantastic. Have a great night, enjoy yourself. But for goodness sake, stay off of motorbike taxis when you're leathered. Get yourself a BAHT taxi or a normal car taxi. Just get one of those and keep yourself out of harm's reach. Regarding the taxis, always ask how much. Now, don't ask on a BAHT bus because it's a standard fare, but in a taxi, always ask how much. Likewise with a motorcycle taxi. They will always try and up the price. So whatever they charge you, if you're happy with it, fine, pay it. No dramas, up to you. But just remember, they are looking at upping the price. So you might want to haggle a little bit if you think you're getting too much of a fare that's, you know, been ramped up a little bit. So, like I say, if you're having a few beers, please, guys, get in a cab, get in a normal taxi. Don't go on a motorbike. If you fall off, I dread to think how much it will cost you in order to pay back what the damage is caused, etc., etc. Street touts. Now, here's one for you, street touts. You'll be walking down Beach Road and someone might ask you if you want to participate in maybe some illegal substances or some other aspects of you know, maybe some shows and stuff like that. Guys, just leave them alone. I don't care what you do in your home country, each to their own. I'm not judging you in any way, shape or form. But if you like to dabble in a bit of that and a tout offers you some of that kind of stuff over here, be absolutely adamant in your mind that your answer is no, no matter how much you want to have a little look, because two reasons. Number one, it is if you're taking that kind of stuff and you're dabbling in those kind of things, you're likely to get an incredible big fine and prison. You know, there's no ifs or buts about it. But don't forget what happens here is we also have stooges. So there will be people that are employed by the police to go out and offer you stuff to see if you'll take the bait, and if you do, you are just in a world of trouble, a whole world of trouble. So guys, you know, listen, each to your own. I'm not squeaky clean in my past, etc., etc., with regards to that kind of thing. So, you know, I'm not judging you. All I'm saying to you is just, it's a absolute no-brainer, no thank you, and just keep walking. Likewise with these shows, you know, you get the touts that will try and take you into the Rush and the Go-Go's, you know, the clubs upstairs. You'll see them in Walking Street. You'll see the ping pong shows, you know, all these kind of different shows that they can offer. Just avoid them, guys. Just really avoid them. They're just not worth the aggravation. You know, go in some of these Russian clubs, you're talking serious money, and you ain't going to walk out of there. So you're going to have to pay. And likewise with these shows, you know, you're going to go off and watch these ping pong shows, etc. You know what I'm talking about. And again, it's just this, and it's just not worth it. Don't tarnish your holiday just because of a little bit of what you consider to be unusual excitement or substances that you think to yourself, well, that'll be all right, I'll be okay, that'll be decent. Just don't do it, guys. Stay away from it. Hotels. Now, this is where Discord, okay? I keep going on about Discord and saying to you guys, get on there, get on there, get on there. If you're not on Discord, just jump on it. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you a single thing. There's over 6,600 people on there right now. And many of these people are either living here or they've been here many, many times and can share huge amounts of resources, both information and experiences for you. Hotels. Now, let's be honest, right? I'm a photographer. I can make a dingy crap hole look amazing with Photoshop. It's easy. So the photos you see of these hotel rooms might not necessarily be a true reflection of the hotel room you've booked. So what I suggest you do is try to get as up-to-date information on that hotel as possible. So do your research. Get yourself on TripAdvisor. See if the hotel's had any recent reviews. Get yourself on Discord, because on Discord, there are guys there that may have stayed in your hotel that say, do you know what, mate, I stayed there 6 months ago and the place was not as good as what it looked. Or some people might say, do you know what, it's brilliant. The last thing you want to do is come here on holiday and find you're in a dingy shithole that you really didn't want to be in and the pictures lie to you, because what are you going to do about it? You know, I know right now things are very, very quiet, etc. We don't need to go over that. But the point being is, when you actually find your hotel and you get out here, if you want to then move, you might find there's no hotels available. So guys, do a bit of research, get on Discord, have a chat with guys. Listen, anyone stayed in this hotel, and people will share that information with you, and it might save you an awful lot of issues when you get here and you think, well, hang on, this isn't what I wanted. You know, things like noise. You know, how many of you, right, here's a good example. How many of you book a hotel irrelevant to what the noise is in the area that you're going to try and sleep in? You know, you might come here and think, oh, I've never been to LK Metro, but I see there's some nice rooms there. Oh, I'll book that. And you may not realize, and I'm talking about in normal times when we've got through what we're in right now, but what I'm saying to you is, you might not realize that LK Metro is blasting music out till 4 o'clock in the morning. And you might want to be in bed by 1 o'clock and you can't sleep because you're a light sleeper and there's music blasting everywhere. So, you know, don't make these kind of crucial errors that could really affect your holiday. Try and figure out, using stuff like Discord, using stuff like TripAdvisor, Google reviews, all those kind of things, and try and get yourself some as much information before you book your hotel. Last one, this one's not really, well, you do need to be aware of it. It's not really a massive issue, but is check your currency, okay? So if you've got a note that is torn or has any pen writing on it, it's useless, okay? That you won't be able to use it. It's as simple as that. So don't be one of these people think, oh yeah, I've got like 10,000 baht, I'll mark that one so I know I've got the 10 then as an indicator so you can kind of get a judgment how much you spent. Don't do it, guys, because if you do it, that you've just thrown that note away. It's irrelevant. Likewise, if it's got a tear in it, you know, Thai people are very, very strict on the money, the currency here. It has to be in as pristine condition as it possibly can be, and definitely no writing on it. So don't mark your notes or anything like that. If that's your kind of thing, just stay away from it. If a vendor gives you back a note, you know, you might have changed some money, they might have a note that's got some writing on it and they think, oh no, it's no good, let's wait for the phalang to come and we'll palm it off on him. Check your money. If it's got writing on it, just say, give it, say, no, I don't want, give me a new one, give me a different one. And they'll know, they're not stupid, they'll know. So just protect yourself in terms of your money. Certainly don't write on any of your stuff, because that's going to be a massive no-no. And if you do get given a note, just hand it back and say, no thank you, I want a clean bill please. So there's 7 situations I think you need to be aware of if you're coming here on holiday. You know, like I say, bill padding, just check as you go. Lady drinks, be sure of who you're buying for. The BAHT bus and taxis, you know, don't go on a motorcycle when you're leathered. Jet skis, find a nice location where the reputable jet ski operators are more, you know, trustworthy. The street touts, guys, it's just a no-no. Just don't ruin what could be a fantastic holiday for the sake of that. Hotels, try and do a bit of due diligence, to have a little look around, see whether you can find some information on it, because it could well save you a lot of hassle later on. And, you know, money, keep it clean. Keep your money clean and no tears, and you should be good to go. All right, so there we are. Seven situations I think you should know about. Guys, if you've been here many, many times and you've experienced any of these situations I've discussed today, please, you know, let's share your wealth of knowledge. Let's make you, you know, someone that can help others avoid situations that you found yourself in. That's the beauty of the buzzing community here. You know, we're a fantastic community. I'm surrounded by incredible people like yourself that watch this channel and are happy to share your information. And guys, if you haven't been here before, please ask your comments and definitely get on Discord. There's a link in the description below. Get over there and ask your questions. We've got a wealth of knowledge on there. It really is a fantastic resource. And there's so much more coming to it. I'm actually starting, believe it or not, right now, I'm starting to build the directory in Discord of all the go-go bars and all the clubs. And what I'm going to do is go around and I'm going to go and get photos of up-to-date photos of all the girls that are in these bars, etc., etc. So you can go, oh, let's have a look at this one. Oh, look, here's all the bars in LK Metro. Oh, I fancy going into, I don't know, well, let's go into Time. Oh, and these are the girls working here. This is all their information. So it really is a great place to go and have a look at. All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions you'd like to fire away from future videos, please drop them in the comments below. I do read and reply to every single one personally, so I will see your comment. That's it for me then. So as always, please remember to hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Please, as I've said, jump on Discord, take a look, get yourself on there. It really is fantastic. And if you haven't, have a look at our members area. If you'd like to support the channel, I think it starts like 89 pence a month. It's nothing. And in return, what you'll get is you'll get access to our members area in Discord, which is where I put all the good videos and all the nice photos that you're going to see when things start opening back up. As well as also we get you free buzzing shot with your first beer. You buy many participating bars, etc. here now. So have a look at that, and if you think it's something you want to do and you want to support the channel, which would be fantastic, please join as a member and send me through your YouTube member's name. If you're on Discord, your Discord user's name and a photo, and I in turn will open up all the gateways and doors and send you back your ID card. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, please, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.